Hi, welcome to What's Happening. Here are the top 5 stories. At number 1, President Bola Tinubu has called for the strengthening of regional economic communities to drive integration and trade ties among African nations, to deepen democracy and accelerate development across the continent. He says through bitter experiences, Nigeria has learned that the solution to poor democratic governance was to have more democracy. Tinubu made the call during the summit on the state of democracy in Africa Wednesday in Abuja. He called for revitalization of sub-regional blocs such as the Economic Community of West African States (ECOWAS), the East African Community (EAC), and the South African Development Community (SADC) as vehicles to usher in an era of robust intra-African commerce, economic growth, and job creation. At number 2, the organized labor comprising the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and the Trade Union Congress (TUC) has shifted grounds from the initial 615,000 naira to 497,000 naira minimum wage demand, while also rejecting the government's new offer of 57,000 naira minimum wage. At the resumption of the negotiation Tuesday, the NLC and the TUC also rejected the new proposal of 54,000 naira minimum wage by the government. According to the Punch, the Deputy President of the Nigeria Labour Congress Political Commission, Professor Theophilus Ndubako, said the Labour team was compelled to reduce its demand to ensure the federal government meets up with the arrangement. Unfortunately, he expressed concerns that despite their shift in ground, the federal government is stalling the negotiation process. The committee is yet to agree on a new minimum wage just about 10 days before the May 31st deadline the labor unions gave to government to conclude the negotiations. The government had initially proposed 48,000 naira last week, which was also rejected by organized labor. At number 3, the House of Representatives Wednesday urged the federal government to renovate and convert its abandoned buildings and forfeited or seized properties locally and abroad for public use. The resolution of the House was sequel to the adoption of a motion titled Call to Convert Abandoned and Seized Properties, including buildings and lands, for public use. The motion was moved by a member representing Oredo Federal Constituency of Edo State, Iyawa Esosa, on the floor of the House at Wednesday's plenary. Esosa argued that some agencies of government were operating from rented office apartments, whereas the federal government had a lot of abandoned properties spread across the country. At number 4, China has started 2 days of military exercises around Taiwan, a strong punishment for the self-ruled island separatist tactics. The drills come 3 days after the inauguration of President William Lai, who's been called a dangerous troublemaker by Beijing. China sees Taiwan as a breakaway province that will eventually be under Beijing's control, but the island sees itself as distinct. Taiwan's defense ministry has, however, condemned the Chinese drills as irrational provocations. And at number 5, Bayer Leverkusen's 51-game unbeaten record came to an end as Nigeria's Ademola Lookman scored a stunning hat-trick for Atalanta, who won the Europa League final 3-0 on Wednesday. Xabi Alonso's team simply ran out of steam after a phenomenal season, with Lookman running them ragged, opening the scoring with a back post finished at the 12th minute before doubling the advantage with a stunning curling effort at 14 minutes. After storming to their first Bundesliga title, Bayer Leverkusen's hopes of their own treble are over, although they can secure a domestic double by beating Kaiserslautern in the German Cup on Saturday. That's it on What's Happening. Thanks for watching.